Hi guys, I'm Adrian, and today's show, The Bear, Season 3. So, first and foremost, I've worked in restaurants for years. From the shitty holes in the wall to Cracker Barrel to slightly better than that to even fine dining. With that, I can 120% confirm The Bear and its authenticity to the restaurant industry. The atmosphere this show creates is nothing short of real. The stress we see everyone go through, the heat in the kitchen, the bullshit on the floor, how important it is that every part of the system is working perfectly. It's hard. It's never easy. And if it is, then you're not making money. That brings us to the underlying problem of the season. They don't have enough money. Everything is being funded by Uncle Jimmy, and he's taking too many losses to keep the restaurant going. This brings us into the stress of making this restaurant work and how the staff can't have a simple conversation without literally screaming at each other. It's this stress that makes them hate each other and hate the place they're in. But why I love restaurants, it's this stress that they have, and yelling and hating, it's bonding. This is how they bond. They can yell at each other because they know it's never personal. It's just how things go. It's how they communicate and learn from each other. It's how they express their emotions. This brings us into the intimacy of the show. It's wonderful. The long one shots makes you feel like you're actually there and part of the conversation. You're not just watching people talk to each other, you are experiencing this dialogue. You are experiencing what these words put people through and what they made them do in effect. We basically got an entire episode in one shot. The show accomplishes what so many movies haven't. It makes you feel something. You feel like you're actually here in the conversation, in the restaurant, and in the moment with our characters. You're feeling every emotion they feel, and understanding them is easy. It's understanding what they might do next that frightens us. Stora has this way of creating these moments of pause during chaos. He gives us these moments to take in everything that's happening and reflect on it. At the same time, tension and stress are being built from the pause and making your heart beat through your chest. It's like with Natalie in the car or when Carmi is overwhelmed in the kitchen. It's these experiences and how they react that grow and develop our characters. Not only do these moments develop our characters, but we see the show itself growing as well. We're seeing this show constantly evolve into something that's not about cooking, it's about people. It's about what these people are going through, how they learn and grow from that, and how that all coincides to the restoration of the restaurant and to make something beautiful. It's not about getting it out the mud, but what everybody's mud is and what kind of mud you were in and how it constantly conflicts with the fresh air. Fresh air being success, love, and ultimate happiness. Happiness and love with the people you care about. Sydney's got her father, Richie's got his daughter, Tina's got her yearn for knowledge, Marcus is dealing with his grandmother, Carmi's sister is dealing with a pregnancy, Ibra is trying to sell his own sandwiches, and Lord, Carmi is a goddamn mess. With knowing our characters' driving forces and the people they stand behind, Season 3 truly lets the mentality of our characters shine. This season is a study of people, human nature, and the things we do when we're stressed and depressed. It's about the hole that you're in, tried to get out, and dug a deeper hole in the process. On a side note, we get a bit more insight into the servers, and we got fucking John Cena! Something else that is so authentic is our conversation between people. Conversations always feel real and heartfelt and fucking human. Christopher is not afraid to spend time with his characters. There are so many scenes of people just talking, and I would be more than pleased if the whole episode stayed in these scenes. The attention to detail just makes everything feel so much more real. It's the little things like how they bring food to each other in the plastic containers, something every restaurant has. Even how they leave in stutters and imperfections in the dialogue. It's these things that make the show so wonderful. It's the same reason I love Spider-Man 2, because it's human. This isn't a show about cooking. This is a show about people and what they go through. We see people without a purpose, people who lost their purpose, and people who know their purpose and are doing everything in their power to keep it. No matter what stage you're in, it'll always be problems and things to learn and grow from. Every time I watch this show, I come out with a renewed and reinforced view of life and how to appreciate the people in my life and the relationships I have. On another side note, their mom is fucking crazy. Anyway. Again, the show is about growth and how we see everyone express their path. Carmy has to maintain the restaurant and the fame they've established while still dealing with the pressure that comes with it. Another side note, I love that the show does a full 180 in the last episode. When Carmy sees his old boss, the PTSD comes roaring in. Then we're reminded of Carmy's descent, and we are shown that he became exactly what he hated. Carmy became his old boss. Not only that, but his energy has been directed at Sydney. Sydney has to make a huge life decision to basically leave Carmy and her family for more money and probably a better fucking life. Especially with Carmy basically being his old boss now. Sydney doesn't want to deal with that shit. Who would? So, Richie is trying to just be a better man and do everything he can for the restaurant and his kid. We've got so much more to go over, but everyone has their own path, and this isn't on my script, but I love so much how Richie got better at his job. He learns that he needs to get better at his job. The way to do that is to become a better person. It's not just to learn the secret of the job or to learn how to do the job. No, you have to become a better person outside of work. You have to become a better person outside of all this bullshit in order to do better during work. And that's just some real shit, like off script. I really fucking love that shit. It just hit home. It's so heartfelt and it means so much. So then, I mean, all in all, The Bear season 3 was great. It was not as nearly entertaining as our previous 2 seasons, but that's okay. This show is about growth, and Stora accomplishes the message he was trying to convey in every single episode. Again, we see the characters evolve, and with that, we see the show evolve as well. The show was once about cooking, but now it's about who's cooking, and I love it. I want to thank you guys for watching my video on The Bear Season 3. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.